Welcome to my January reading wrap-up. I read a total of 6 books in January, and let's go through them together. I wrote my notes on the back of this photo card of a song called Cross Your Mind by Niall Horan, so the first 2 books I read this month were Cruel King and Deviant Prince by Rena Kent. These 2 books are without a doubt the worst books I've ever read in my entire life. So it's safe to say I gave them both 1 star. These books were so bad that I don't even remember what the characters' names were. All I remember is they were in high school, and it was like a dark romance, and it was so bad. And, like, it was just, like, toxic and gross and icky. And these guys were, like, 15 years old. I'm not even kidding. The most memorable quote from it was from the first one, which he said, "I'm going to destroy you." He's 15. And he's a Nepo baby. What is he gonna do? I don't know. After those 2 horrific books, I needed to get the bad taste out of my mouth, so I started the first book in the Maid series by Danielle Lawrie, which is a dark mafia romance, and the first book is called The Sweetest Oblivion. This book I gave, I think, like a 3 star. It was okay. I didn't love the characters, and it was kind of boring to me, but it was fun. I got through it really fast. I liked the side characters, and so I was excited to get to the other books, because the other books are about the other characters, but 3 stars, it was good. I recommend if you are in the mood for just, you know, something to get through super fast, and it was good. And after that book, I went straight into reading the second book in the Maid series by Danielle Lawrie, which is The Maddest Obsession, which is about more mafia romance, but this time he's Russian, and oh my gosh, Christian, I loved him. I gave this book a, what did I give it? I think I gave it a 4 star, which is maybe a little too high. Maybe I'd give it like a 3.75, just because I feel like for a romance book, it has to like kind of do a lot for me, and it wasn't like giving everything I wanted to give. In the moment, I thought it was going to be like a 5-star book, so, but now that it's been some time, I kind of haven't thought about it very much, and so I think maybe a 3.75 or a 4 star for me. If this camera falls one more time, you don't want to know what's going to happen. The next book I read was The Right Move by Liz Tom Ford, which is the second book in the Windy City series. I loved this book a lot. I gave it 4 stars. It follows Ryan and Indy, and Indy is Ryan's sister's best friend who moves into his house to be a roommate, and he is an NBA player, and it was so cute and so fun. The only reason it's not 5 stars is, like I said earlier, it was just a sports romance, and that's kind of, like, I get kind of bored after a while, and the books was really long. It was a little too long for me. I wanted it to be, you know, shorter. I was kind of ready for it to be over, like, halfway through. But other than that, I really enjoyed it, and I recommend if you start the Windy City series and you don't like the first book, Mile High, keep reading. They get better. Like, the second book was way better. The first one was not for me either. My final and favorite book I read in January was An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I loved this book. I gave it a 4.25. I loved this book a lot. It's the first book in An Ember in the Ashes series. It's a 4-book series. It's young adult, but it doesn't read like young adult. The writing is so good. We follow Laya, who is a scholar girl, so she's kind of in the poorer, like, district, very kind of young adult setting. And then she ends up going on a secret spy mission to the school where they train, like, super soldiers, and at this school is Elias, and we also get his perspective and like what he does in the school and stuff. And then she goes on a spy mission to be a slave at the school, and they kind of, like, it's the first book in a fantasy series, so obviously it's, like, you know, a lot of building up, but it was really good. I loved it a lot. And I'm currently reading the second one, which will be my first book in February, and I'm loving it a lot. Those are all the books I read in January. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see more stuff like this or a different way of doing a wrap-up. But yeah, that was everything I read in January. It was 6 books. I read the 2 Rena Kent books. I read the 2 Mafia books. I read The Right Move, and I read An Ember in the Ashes. So let me know if you want to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.